Right, welcome guys. The Nielsen ratings are in for Skeleton Crew and they're really bad, which is a shame for a lot of people. I don't know, I'm not bothered to watch this particular Star Wars show. One of the trailers looked okay, the other looked So, look, it is what it is. This isn't for me. I didn't really want to watch it. It's aimed primarily squarely at children and it just wasn't for me. However, a lot of people have said it's actually quite good. So I say sadly the ratings are in and they're not very good because, yeah, I mean, a lot of people quite liked it, apparently. So we're going to take a look at this. And by the way, they're not just bad. They are the worst ratings Star Wars has ever had. So, yeah, shame if it is indeed good. It just goes to show that you can lose the good faith of your audience. I'd say rapidly, but it's not. It's actually been a long time we've been inflicted with Disney Star Wars, hey? Anyway, hit subscribe, ladies and gents, if you're a returning viewer and you're not yet subscribed. I can see from analytics, you guys keep coming back. Please do hit that subscribe button. It's the difference between a channel actually being successful and not. It's the difference between YouTube going, oh yes, this is, we like this channel. You guys like this channel. Let's recommend this content to you or not. So if you could, that'd be really, really good. It would help out. Thank you. And for those that do want to help out just a little bit further, I have Patreon. I don't talk about it enough. And for as little as $2, you can have access to hundreds of hours of content over on my Patreon. Literally $2 a month. Brilliant deal. Link down below. Check it out. Anyway, I've rabbited enough. So, Skeleton Crew has the worst Star Wars ratings on Disney Plus, which is it's a disaster. This is an absolute disaster. It's even lower than The Acolyte, which, look, I haven't watched the show, but even I know it's not gonna, it's not gonna be deserving of worse ratings than The Acolyte. Like, The Acolyte was god tier trash. So yeah, it is a shame. But anyway, the Nielsen ratings for the first 2 episodes of Skeleton Crew are in. It is also important to note that it may be that towards the end of these Nielsen charts that it picks up. That good word of mouth has circulated. It's not a surprise that the first 2 episodes are really bad because there's been so much trash that people are waiting for others to take the bullet for them. But anyway, it says, revealing that they're worse than The Acolyte, worse than Andor, and seemingly, at this stage anyway, the worst for any Star Wars on Disney+. Which is, real bad. So, Skeleton Crew is also the first Star Wars show not to have its premiere make the Nielsen ratings, which are automatically turned on in your Disney Plus accounts. So Samba TV has also again refused to publish numbers. Samba TV hasn't published ratings for a majority of the recent Star Wars or Marvel shows, and that is probably at the request of Disney, who has investments in Samba TV. So, yeah, let's hide this data that exposes that we are just doing a bad job whilst we repeat what we're doing and still do a bad job, I guess. It's super dumb. It's super dumb. And again, I'm not saying Skeleton Crew is bad. I just don't know. But I have heard good things. Particularly alarming is that Skeleton Crew premiered its first 2 episodes on the same night, yet still failed to appear in the Nielsen ratings despite having an entire week to qualify, that's real bad. You can see it here. Yeah, I mean, it's just bad. Like, that's not good at all. And it's not exactly like... There's not really a high bar. These aren't amazing. Right? Like, these aren't absolutely exceptional numbers here that you're seeing. So what are the ratings? Nielsen released its rating for the week of December 2nd to December 8th. Covering the premiere of the first 2 episodes of the Skeleton Crew on December 2nd. However, the show failed to make the list. The bottom spot on Nielsen's streaming originals list belongs to The Great British Bake Off with 382 million minutes viewed. Since Skeleton Crew didn't make the list, its total viewership was below 382 million minutes, meaning the average per episode was under 191 million minutes. Which is bad. Obviously. The Acolyte also premiered its first 2 episodes in one night, made the Nielsen ratings with 488 million minutes viewed, which was an average of 244 million minutes per episode. Andor premiered. It actually did first 3 episodes. And that did 624 million minutes, averaging 208 million minutes per episode. So again, the 2 episodes of Skeleton Crew, lower than 191, falling short of both The Acolyte and Andor. I mean, it's bad. So as this article notes, fans have become apathetic to Star Wars. So what happened? Why didn't fans tune in to watch Skeleton Crew? You know, Spider-Man director John Watts is behind it. You'd think that would be some kind of an interest. Those movies did well, like, you know, billions of dollars. So, and as this article notes, fans just aren't interested. But it isn't just that, because I reckon, here's my prediction, is that over the coming weeks, when Nielsen releases more and more data, is that we'll actually see an uptick. I reckon that this will be a grower, not a shower. Weird. As in, it's going to grow a fan base. And I say that just because I think there is good enough word of mouth for this. And I think people will be watching things across the Christmas period, or would have watched things across the Christmas period. But what this outlines is that people's good faith in Star Wars is done. Is that they are absolutely waiting for other people to take the bullet for them. They're not prepared to waste their time on anything. Some are, obviously. And some people watch the trailers and were invested anyway. But what it says to me is that a lot of people will not watch things until the reviews are in. Right? People have actually started talking about it a little bit more. I will also say as well, I think this is streaming killing shows as well. You know, you should never have put Star Wars on streaming, because people are waiting for a lot of these things to all come out in one go. Right, a lot of people do that on you get it on Netflix anyway, but Amazon Prime and things like that. Disney especially, if I've been watching something on Disney and I've been reviewing it, people or HBO. A lot of people didn't want to watch The Penguin Weekly, although they definitely should have done, because that was an amazing show. But they're waiting for it all to come out, because there was a model to streaming where it all came out in one go, and you could just watch it and just enjoy it all. This episodic week-by-week release of things does hurt stuff now, especially when it's on streaming. People, you know, they like the format of streaming where they can binge it. So Disney's Star Wars is dead, obviously. You know, I've been saying this for a while, but this is just further evidence of that. If it can't get any numbers similar to The Acolyte, which wasn't good enough, right? That got cancelled. This is a disaster for Disney. It's a straight up disaster. It's a financial disaster, because this would have cost a great deal of money. So, and again, it's a shame, because for everything I've heard, this was decent. So there you go. What do you guys think? Have you watched it? Do you like it? Do you think it deserves effectively no ratings? Let me know. But Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger must be pissed right now. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts. Take care. Bye-bye now.